A vast expanse of rippling sand dunes, home to a rich tradition of valor in the west of India, is the state of Rajasthan. In the great Indian desert, 320 kilometers from the state capital of Jaipur, lies the city of Bikaner, the jewel in the sun. The first in the quadrangle of the great desert cities, Bikaner bears the name of Rao Bika, who founded the city in 1488. As the city wakes up to its unhurried lifestyle, it becomes apparent that Bikaner is still well embedded in its medieval traditions and setting. Built in 1587 by Raja Rai Singh, a contemporary of the great Mughal Emperor Akbar, Junagadh Fort is one of the finest medieval monuments of Bikaner. Though often attacked, Junagadh was never conquered. Its formidable walls and massive ramparts encircle intricately carved pavilions, temples, and 37 palaces built by different kings of the Rathore clan. For 4 centuries, Junagadh remained the heart of Bikaner, as all occasions, festivals, royal marriages and births were celebrated with splendor within the fort's public hall. From the latticed windows and shady balconies, the women watched the outside world, while the men entertained themselves in regal fashion. A monument which speaks of the recent past of Bikaner is the Lalgarh Palace. Designed by Sir Swinton Jacob for Maharaja Ganga Singh, who incidentally was one of the signatories to the Treaty of Versailles, the Lalgarh Palace was built during the British Raj. The dexterous carvings in red sandstone, marked brilliantly by the filigree work, makes Lalgarh a perfect blend of Oriental fantasy and European luxury. Part of the palace is now a luxurious hotel. It is not merely the beautifully preserved structures that give Bikaner its medieval flavor. It is the people. The intermingling of the traditionally attired with the modern. Motor vehicles and narrow streets all make the past and the present inseparable. Even with the ever hospitable inhabitants of Bikaner to help, it is easy to lose all sense of time and direction in this wonderful city. The Rajasthan Tourism Development Corporation, RTDC, strives to perfect one's visit by providing travel information and guidance, in addition to a place of rest and recreation. The district of Bikaner is also famous for a unique temple. This temple houses the shrine of Karni Mata, a 16th century miracle worker, which stands at Deshnuk, 19 miles southeast of Bikaner city. Karni Devi, a bard or charan, who according to legend lived for 151 years, decreed that all charans would be born as Kabas. Henceforth, hundreds and thousands of Kabas have been fed and worshipped here. The main attraction here, therefore, is neither the 4.5-century-old structure, nor its gates of solid silver that makes this temple an unusual one. It is the legion of rats. Another hour of traveling by road, this time to the southwest of Bikaner city, lies Gajner, an unexpected oasis of greenery in the barren desert. Built in pink sandstone by Maharaja Sadul Singh Ji, the royal summer palace was once a bustling venue for the imperial sandgrouse shoots, but now holds a quality of repose. Probably as old as the structure itself is Roopji. In his 99 years, he has served 5 generations of the royal family. The lake and the sanctuary encircling the palace attracts an endless procession of animals and migratory birds in winter. The greenery at Gajner contrasts so effectively with the surrounding scrubland that one wonders if Gajner is indeed a mirage. Traveling a further 170 kilometers southwest brings us to the town of Pokhran. The desert fortress of the Champavats stands as a strong reminder of tales of valor and heroism in this seemingly sleepy town. But it is the Kumar or potter of Pokhran who makes the town significant. Dhuraram learnt the art when he was 13 and has been at it for the past 52 years. Pokhran is also significant for the fact that it lies nearly midway between the two desert cities, Bikaner and Jaisalmer. A day's rest at the RTDC's Motel Godawan can break an otherwise tiring 300-kilometer long journey between Bikaner and Jaisalmer into pleasant halves. Glowing deep within the heart of the Thar Desert lies the golden city, Jaisalmer, seemingly frozen in time for posterity. Built in Trikuta, the highest rock hill in the vast plain, Prince Raval Jaisal of the Bhatti clan laid the foundation of the city in the 12th century, despite an oracle's warning that the fort built hitherto would be sacked 2.5 times. A city of lasting impressions, Jaisalmer could well be straight out of the tales of an Arabian night. Once situated on the great trade route, Jaisalmer lost its links with the outside world in the 18th century, when the port of Bombay was established. The tangled maze of the old city streets offer a variety of exquisitely crafted items. However, it is the silversmith of this golden city who is perhaps the most sought after. For the Rajasthanis, wealth is invested in silver. Hence the women are adorned with huge, heavy chunks of it around almost every visible part of the body. While the silversmith works his intricate patterns on metal, the Rajasthani stonemason embroiders his frozen lace filigree magic on sandstone. Jaisalmer's strategic position on the trade routes brought great wealth to certain merchant families who built magnificent houses and mansions called havelis. These were exquisitely carved from wood and the golden yellow Jaisalmer sandstone. It is the frequency with which one sees such exquisite work that allows Jaisalmer also to be known as the museum city. Built in conformity with the architectural splendor of the city's monuments, the Rajasthan Tourism Development Corporation's Mumal Tourist Bungalow offers comfort and convenience. The adjoining tourist office organizes camel and horse safaris to sites of interest, in addition to providing travel information. Steeped in history and legend, 16 kilometers northwest of Jaisalmer lies Lodurva. Once the ancient capital of the Bhatti Rajputs, before the exodus to Jaisalmer, Lodurva is known for legendary, beautiful Princess Mumal and the Princess Mahendru of Amarkot. Separated by Mahendru's jealous wives, the princess, disguised as a singer, set off for Amarkot, only to die of fatigue at the gates of Mahendru's palace. Lodurva is in fact an important center of Jain pilgrimage. Surrounded by ruins of the former capital, the Jain temples are the only reminders of the city's former magnificence. "42 kilometers east of Jaisalmer lies Sam, a vast expanse of rippling sand. It is here that one can grasp the romance of the desert. As a sudden gust of wind blows a dune of loosely packed sand and deposits it a few yards away, its golden hues resemble a floating silk carpet. Sam is often visited by camel safaris, a great way to see the desert. Speaking with the Raika or camel driver is an experience, as he narrates fantastic tales of valor and romance. A handsome and romantic figure himself, the Raika is referred to as the messenger of love in folk songs and local legends. A 150-odd kilometers from Jaisalmer is the desert city of Barmer. The discovery of fossil plants between the two cities reveal the astonishing fact that the land here was once covered by the sea. The city of Barmer is known throughout Rajasthan and beyond for its crafts. Though Rajasthani women seldom stitch their own clothes, they usually embroider them themselves. Around this region, villagers believe that water from a lake where wild animals drink should be given to a newborn infant for 7 days, so that he becomes wise in the ways of nature. Barmer produces nearly 150,000 yards of hand-printed fabric a day. Red and indigo geometric designs are predominant, with subtle and delicate motifs. The strength of Rajasthani crafts lies in the fact that they are not merely produced for the market, but have always been deeply embedded in the everyday lives of the people. Craftsmen still practice ancient crafts, handed down by word of mouth for generations. This has made them a part of the social structure and cultural tradition. Standing at the edge of the Thar Desert, and the last in the quadrangle of desert cities, is Jodhpur. If there could be one structure to determine the glorious history of a city, it is Jodhpur's fort, Mehrangarh, literally the majestic fort. It is Rajasthan's most formidable, impressive and impregnable fort. Superbly designed by architect Bambi Raja in 1459, the fort rises to a height of 393 feet and commands a view of up to 120 kilometers on a clear day. Despite a long and forbidding history, the stone battlements of the fort shield elegant and incredibly carved palaces. Each palace was used for a specific function. These range from political discussions and war strategies to royal celebrations and the king's whimsical flirtations. Indeed, it provided a sense of security to its inhabitants, paralleled by no other fort in this land of kings. If Mehrangarh was built in the pursuit of power and glory, Umaid Bhawan Palace was born from a concern for humanity. When a devastating famine occurred in 1929, the 27-year-old Maharaja, Umaid Singh, realized that his people were demanding work and not charity. He thus employed almost 3,000 workers to build a dream palace, which conveniently took 16 years to complete. The palace catered to every Indian and European whim, right from parda to the existing royal European fashions. The Umaid Bhawan Palace is one of the largest private homes in the world. Today, part of the palace is still occupied by the royal family, while several suites with various dining and leisure rooms are part of a hotel. Situated on the outskirts of Jodhpur lies Mahamandir. Temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Founded by Maharaja Man Singh, a secular and religious scholar, a devotee of the Shaivite sect, this temple is nearly 200 years old. It derives its name from the 100 pillars that support the temple structure. 9 kilometers north of the city is Mandore, the ancient capital of Rathore, before the exodus to Jodhpur. The beautiful domed chhatris, standing in a line between lush landscape gardens, are the royal cenotaphs of all the kings who ruled before Jaswant Singh II. Each chhatri is built on the spot where the ruler was cremated. Across the garden lies the Hall of Heroes, which contains 16 life-sized figures of Hindu gods and local heroes, fully armed, all carved out of a single rock. It stands as a constant reminder to the region's valiant history. The adjoining shrine of 300 million gods emphasizes the all-pervading influence of mythology and religion on Hindu art and architecture. Much of Jodhpur's prosperity as a trading and agricultural community was initiated by Maharaja Jaswant Singh II, who ushered in a golden era during his 18-year-old rule, which ended in 1895. His cenotaph, Jaswant Thada, was built of Makrana marble, the finest in the country, as a tribute to his prosperous and peaceful reign. The desert cities are an epitome of human endeavor to survive on a topographically dead land. Here, ancient traditions live on, some frozen as if in history. You cannot but admire the Rajasthani will to overcome such great physiographic and ecological handicaps with charm, grace and color. This makes the land and its people a tourist's delight.